Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Evening, race fans. This is JC and Brad Taz Becker bringing you the SOMO series from Charlotte. We're going to do 130 laps tonight, and Seth Hatchell was your fastest in practice, and we are actually into qualifying, and we have quite a field that showed up tonight. So we are going to hop on board here with Ryan Johnson. Everybody knows him as Tiny Horse that follows us, and I want to bring up who we already have laps put down with, and Michael Trevarton gets his lap in first and sets the quick time so far. Charlotte, 135 laps, and I'm still setting my screen up. Sorry about that. So we're going to see a little bit, maybe not so much tire strategy versus fuel strategy tonight. And it should be a good time with as many cars as we have.
Yeah, we got a pretty good, strong field here tonight.
Yeah, these guys ran here last week, their all-star race, and there was only 10, but we had some pretty decent racing all night. And those 10 who got all them laps in, they ran 130 last week. Really, in my opinion, have an advantage here in the long runs and got to do their tire wear and their fuel wear. And looking to maybe get a little jump on that. Seth Hatchell led your practice, jumps to the top of the board. The fast lap of 29.055. There's Ryan Johnson's second lap. He's going to fall into second at this time with the 29.112. And we got all kinds of cars out here running laps. Jeff Hollingsworth looks done. Like crazy trains just rolled out onto the track, and he's getting ready to lay down his qualifying lap.
Yeah, I'm sure the crazy train, he's trying to figure out who this Tiny Horse guy is. Because Ryan Matthew Johnson ended up stealing second from him with like about a minute left to practice.
Shane Papala's with us this week. The Cup race got laid over till tomorrow due to weather, so he's going to be able to run and stay in the top of the points tonight. He has a good run. Cray drops into 5th on his first lap. Everybody's hugging the bottom real tight here. These first qualifying laps, but they pretty much did that all last week.
The Crazy Train's gonna jump up into 3rd after 2nd lap.
It's a big jump for him. Like, see if we can find somebody out on track. And 12's going to qualify, and that's going to be it. Everybody else is going to take, I'll call it a non-qualifying provisional, sure. So we got some guys who's going to be some tire savers, most likely, decided not to run a qualifying lap. Happens quite a bit. Long races like this, 130 laps, everybody kind of has their own set way they want to run the race. And
You know, I'm kind of shocked. The mouse sitting 8th.
yeah, usually a pretty stout qualifier. Talking Speidel in the 5 car. Nicknamed the mouse after last week because he was kind of just snuck up in on everybody.
Nah, I got no hate emails from him this week, so apparently he either liked it or he's just totally ignoring me on it.
Could be a little both. Looks like a couple cars maybe didn't grid up here, so we'll have to sort that out, but we're going to roll off on the grid. I'll catch the first 10. Brad can catch second 10. Pole sitter Seth Hatchell starting outside of him. Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson in the 38. Todd Crazy Train Cray starting 3rd. Michael Trevarton on the outside of him in the 2 car starting 4th. Mark Jenkins starting 5th in the 55. Points leader Ryan Gemmel in 6th, starting on the outside. Rob Jenkins starting 7th. Brad the Mouse Speidel starting 8th. James Dewar in 9th. And rounding out your top 10, Ron Hollifield.
Coming in 11th is Paul Zoda. Jeff Hollingsworth in 12th. Brad Hicks 13th. Jeff Sharp will be in the 14th spot. Mike Grandy, 15th. Shane Papala in 16th. Kurt Davidson will be 17th. Scott Kidd is in the 18th spot. And rounding out the field will be Gary Wright.
All right, we're coming off turn 4 here. The pace car's going to dip, and we're going to get the green flag for 130 laps.
Real good clean start. Everybody fired away together.
Hatchell's going to drift high as Todd Cray's going to peek to his inside going down the backstretch. See if Todd can hang it on the inside here and take the lead by the time we get back to the start-finish. Hatchell fighting heavy on the outside. Hatchell's going to hold on to lead lap 1.
And Mark Jenkins, he slid up there into 3rd. Kind of freight train Tiny Horse back to 4th. And how about that? The Mouse is already up to 5th.
Yeah, Spidle had a big run down the backstretch that first lap and took a couple positions away. And looking to set his sights here on the 38 as the 33 is going to take a peek underneath Todd Cray here. As Todd kind of got hung on the outside there. He's going to slide back in front of the 38, going down the backstretch.
And Trevarthen, he's getting freight train back. If I'm not wrong, he's back there in like 16th right now. 14th.
Yeah, maybe had an issue. It's like Soda caught him pretty quick here. And unsure if I didn't catch anything on the cameras, but dropping some major positions here as he's going to go up in almost the third lane and let Grandy take the spot out from underneath him here. Meanwhile, up front, Mark Jenkins hanging on to the back of that 8 car, trying to work for that top spot. Kind of another big mover here is Hollingsworth. He started 12th. He's got his way worked up at 9th. It's like he's running the old Haviland paint scheme. I don't think it says Haviland on it, but colors look familiar. It's a different ride for him this week. Somebody got on the wall coming off of 2. I didn't catch who that was.
The one that I'm shocked with is our points leader. He's right now sitting 13 seconds behind the pack.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he didn't get into the wall earlier too. I thought I caught somebody on the backside. His right front fender's very clean, so unsure what he has going on. He is not even up to full speed. Top 4 nose and tail. Seth Hatchell continues to lead. Mark Jenkins all over his back bumper. Tiny Horse is kind of letting Mark take the lead here and maybe follow him through. He's door to door with Hatchell coming off of 4. I'm sorry, that's coming off of 2.
Hey, we got Ron Hollifield that just moved up into the top 5. He's coming with some momentum.
Yeah, Ron had a pretty good run going here at the All-Star race last week, and somebody's pitting in front of him and didn't quite notice and became a member of the Barrel Club.
The one club nobody wants to be in.
Mark Jenkins still side by side with the 8, kind of drifts up on his left front fender. They almost touch coming off of 4, but they all keep their positions as Todd Cray's now fighting for that 2nd spot, or I guess they're all fighting for 1st right now.
Yeah, but he's trying to take that 3rd spot there away from Tiny Horse. And how about Cray and Hatchell with that big run down the backstretch?
Pretty impressive showing up front right now. Running around here 2 deep.
Yeah, and Ron's going to be there in a few seconds, and we're going to have 5-car battle going on for that lead.
Looks like Jenkins finally going to take the command of the lead here. And Johnson's going to fight Hatchell on the inside and try to take away that second spot.
And behind those front four, we got the guys from the All-Star race all bottled back up. Hollingsworth is reeling in the mouse.
Hatchell fighting back on the outside, trying to take the lead back away from Jenkins. And this is some tight racing here at Charlotte for multiple laps, which usually ends in disaster for somebody, but these guys are really putting on a show.
And I think we should flip it around, because right now they're showing an all-star performance up here in the front.
Yeah, meanwhile, with these four going, Hollifield, Hollingsworth is caught up to that bunch. And Hollingsworth started 12th, and here he is, 14 laps in. He's going to be in the top 5.
Hatchell made a power move under Tiny Horse there. They touch going into one.
Yeah, that's probably going to put Johnson off his pace a little bit. He's probably going to drop some positions here. He hasn't really had to run the outside lane. He see if he can pop back in here behind Cray. It's like he'll do it here at the start-finish line, so a little excitement up front. And everybody falls in nose to tail. Checking back on Ryan Gemmel on the scoring sheet here. He's up to speed running same amount lap times as the leaders are, so maybe he chose to drop to the back and just got a little far back. And here goes Todd Cray underneath Hatchell.
Here we go, Hatchell's under Jenkins. He's going to go try to take that top spot back away. He's got the crazy train hooked up to the rear bumper, trying to push him by.
Yeah, looks like maybe Cray gave him enough of a grass to take the spot back, but Jenkins is going to fight back on the outside. Now here comes Ryan Johnson on the outside of him to try to... Oh, Jenkins.
Hatchell laid on Jenkins there going into 3 and got him way up the track.
And Jenkins gets a brush with the wall. He's going to lose multiple positions here.
Yeah, he may be going back to like 7th. His brother's even going to throw it in. Oh, the mouse tags him up. They're 3 wide coming off.
Yeah, Speidel caught the apron there trying to stay low and kind of shot up into the side of Jenkins and almost put him back into the wall. Action all over the place here.
Poor Mark, he's still falling back. He's finally got to fall in behind Shane.
Checking in on the 2-car of Tremartin, he fell way back, started 4th, and then now he has himself worked back up in the 9th spot, so he got himself in a nice group. And Jeff Sharp, he started 14th. He's improved himself 7 positions up to the 7th spot. Kind of the big mover in the race so far has been Hollingsworth at 97, going from 12th to 4th. We got some big movers starting to show up here as we're getting into lap 23.
You know what? Through all that chaos, I don't even know how we missed it, but Todd Cray has fallen back to 12th.
I did not catch anything there. And I was on the leaders most of the run. Let's check the right side of that and see if he maybe caught a wall. No, he's got a clean right front fender. Maybe he just wanted to get out of the heat there for a little bit. It's been hot up front. And here comes one and the 97 teammates working their way up through the field here together, and they're in the 3rd and 4th position as Hollingsworth's going to dip underneath Holyfield to take away that 3rd spot.
And we got Old School right behind him. Here comes Rob Jenkins with those through.
Side of the 1 car and take away that 4th spot. Rob got to watch Mark run up front and then said, hey bro, it's my turn. This guy's still running pretty decent laps. He fell off about 1.5 seconds. Still pretty quick. They're running 50% fuel tonight. I'm thinking about lap 40 or 45. They're going to be looking for fuel. Maybe tab soon. They've been running wide open. So here comes Hollingsworth peeking the inside of the 38. That 2nd spot.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he pulled that one off, but he got a really good run through 1 and 2 there to drive back away from Hollingsworth. So I'm curious of what is someone gonna have to do to knock that Team V speed car off the top spot?
I don't know. He's looking pretty fast up there in that clean air, and we got Todd Cray on pit road right now. Seems maybe a bit early. I could be way off on my guessing. If people start to follow him.
Yeah, here comes Tiny Horse. He's diving off right now.
Yeah, so I'm probably off my calculations, because now that I'm reading back through my text, last week they ran 60% fuel. So it's going to be a little shorter than last week. So seems about right. He's going to come in and take and fresh.
Ah, here comes Ron. He's diving off too.
Yeah, he's got Spidle behind him.
Yeah, we got a gaggle of cars behind him.
So we're looking at... We're going to have a lot of pit stops if these cars can only go 30 laps. Have a pile of pit stops. These 3 more.
Well, I mean, my math is horrible, but I'm easily counting 3 more.
So I'm wondering, maybe, you know, if Gemmel didn't fall back there to already go into fuel saving mode, which is something that he would... Seems like he would do, but he's dipping off.
If anybody would try to play the fuel game, it's gonna be Ryan.
And we got one spinning out on pit road, and I couldn't see who it was. I believe it was 63. Gotta collect it up though.
Aw, man, Paul gets bit again by the bad luck bug.
Yeah, he didn't go completely around. He got her saved up. Does have some right front damage, but I don't believe it. I just... Oh. So... Here's an interesting tidbit for you. Oh, here goes my internet. Todd Cray's out front.
Crazy Train pulling off again?
So he dropped back to like 16th, 17th and ran for a while, pitted first, and sitting up there with a 1.6 second lead over 38.
Well, I did watch because we know how Tiny Horse likes to miss his pit stall. And he pulled it off perfect this time.
After a little round of pit stops, your top 10, Craig, Johnson, Hall, Rob Jenkins, Ron Holofield, Brad Speidel, Jeff Sharp, Shane Papala, Mark Jenkins, and Kurt Davidson. Haven't talked too much about Kurt, but yeah, he's kind of one of them guys that don't talk much about, but he's there in the end.
Yeah, and Hatchell, he fell back to 12th.
Hatchell led 23 laps. Again, so far. And after all the action we had until the first pit stop, everybody's kind of spread out. You have something cooking up here for pit spot. The fives reached the back bumper of the 1. Jeff Sharp and Shane Powell's not too far behind him, so after we spread out, we'll start catching drafts here, and then tack will start forming up again. Gray's got a pretty hefty. Oh, pretty hefty on Ryan Johnson because he's going for the lead right now. Gonna dip inside of Cray here going into turn 3. He caught him fast because he had about a 2-second lead after the pit stops.
Yeah, but that could be the difference between, 3 laps and tires.
And Ryan Johnson did lead that lap, so he gets his first lap led here in the SOMO.
Nothing like being a rookie and coming in your first time and running out front.
And I mean, Ryan, we've covered a lot of races he's been in. He's not too much for the tire saving, so he just gets it. He just gets it.
If we didn't call him Tiny Horse, we'd be calling him Cold Trickle.
Quick run run back through the field here. Ryan Johnson leading Todd Cray in second. Led 5 laps. Jeff Hollingsworth in third. Rob Jenkins in fourth. Brad Speidel in fifth. Shane Papala in sixth. Jeff Sharp in seventh. Ron Holifield at 8th slot. Mark Jenkins in 33 and 9th. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be that 9 car of Mike Garandy. Took a spot away from Kirk Gibson. Seth Hatchell's in 12th. James Dewar is Brad Hicks in 14th. Scott Kidd 15th. 6 car points leader Ryan Gemmel in 16th. Michael Javarton in 17th. And Paul Zada in 18th. All a lap down here.
Yeah, the crazy train, he's falling back far. I don't know if he's got something going on with that car. Now, who knows? He may have tried to play a 2-tire game.
He may have. He's hitting pit road right now.
I mean, it's not a bad idea to think about it.
And he
if it worked off.
Just disconnected, so maybe he had something come up.
That's tough luck there.
Yeah, he pulled into pit road and pulled over and then disconnected, so he had something going on where he had to get away, and that happens sometimes. Hope everything's okay with what he has going on. Ryan Johnson had himself worked out to about a 3.8 second lead, and Hollingsworth in that 97 starting to wheel him in, taking about a 10th and a half off a lap here.
Yeah, but according to pit mileage here, I don't know if he's going to get to him in time before it'll be time for the second round of pit stops.
Kind of got a good battle here going for the fourth spot through 8th. Jeff Sharp just took the fourth spot away. One's going to get underneath the 89 here and take away that 5th spot. Looks like maybe Rob Jenkins here is starting to close in on the back of Holly. Hit. Mama Judy watching tonight?
So I'm not sure if the concession stand is listening. I would take a bag of popcorn.
I think you're fresh out of luck there.
I'll let you know if popcorn shows up. And on the comment you were making, Hi, Mama Cross.
Judy said hi. She's watching. The boys are doing pretty good tonight. Each of them had pretty good runs throughout this race. Jenkins still trying to work to the back bumper of Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth backed it off a little bit, kind of leveled out with the leader, so right around 2.1, 2.2 seconds. Jeff Sharp is starting to wind in the run. He's still 2.2 seconds back. I did not check track temperature tonight. 80 degrees. I was going to say, it's the way these cars are hanging around the bottom, it's got to be pretty cool.
You know, I'd take 80 degrees right now. I think my house is at like 95.
Oh yeah, this weather's been crazy. I mean, I was talking to a guy, and 13 days ago here it was 30 degrees and snowing. And today it was like 88, and yesterday it was like 92. We went from one extreme to the next, and I think probably about up there in Wisconsin you did the same thing.
Oh, I mean, I'm starting to think you live in Wisconsin. But no, it's actually been pretty nice. The last few days have been pretty hot, but otherwise it's been alright.
Yeah. Hollingsworth's clicking off 10th about every 2 laps. But we're reaching lap 55, and come lap 60, it's going to be fuel time. And if this stays green, it's going to be super interesting because fuel time will come again about lap 120 or 130.
Yeah, I'm curious if this time by you try to push it out a little bit just to try to make it a 2 pit stop. You know, I shouldn't admit this, but I'm going to. I spent all day today acting like Walter. I was the door greeter at work today, so I've been talking all day, so I'm slurring everything now.
I think that actually would be kind of fun.
JC? My concession stand, let alone brought me popcorn. I got a nice cold soda.
Nice. We're still shut down here in Ohio. I don't get no concession stand. And as we're talking, Ryan Johnson's dipping off the pit road. Let's see, it got him locked up coming across the line. And he pitted 2 laps sooner than his last pit stop. Excuse me, puberty kicking in. See if he slides through his pits here. No, he hits it dead on.
Well, you know, we've gave him enough crap over the last 2 weeks. He may have been practicing that.
That's true. I did get a hold of him earlier and I said, hey, if you're looking for a place to race tonight, you know, SOMO's got a race, and I think you could probably hang with these guys. He's like, oh, yeah, cool. And then I texted him. I said, yeah. I said, we need somebody to watch hit the walls and make fun of, so you can come race. And he's like, that's rough. So Hollingsworth takes over the lead here, and see how soon it takes him to dip off the pit road as he's gone 3 laps more than the leader when he dipped off. I can imagine that maybe see some more start to hit pit road here. We got Speidel and Lapala going at it, coming off 4 here for this spot.
Yeah, the mouse, he's wanting to get himself up in that top 5.
And man, somebody just blew by Hatchell like you said. Okay, I'm like,
Yeah,
wow!
That's difference between 4 fresh tires right there.
I caught it on a big camera. I'm like, somebody just rocketed past, and here he comes working on the 5 car with them 4 fresh tires. Wow, that's a big difference.
I'm just going to call it out there. Mr. Zoda, please pull that 38 into tack. Look for the nitrous bottle.
Oh, and we got 71 just rear-ended Hollingsworth going on the pit road. And it bent the front of his car up.
Now, I may be wrong, but aren't those the 2 that got into it last week at the All-Star race?
Yes, you are correct.
I mean, I came in late. I don't have my notebook laying here, but I thought it was.
Yeah, Jeff Sharp assumed the lead, and he's dipped off the pit road. Nice smooth on the pit road for him. No lockup or anything like that. James Dewar's going to lead this lap. As guys take their service. And he's off in the pit road. Field almost pretty much reset.
Well, I mean, when this all works out, it looks like Tiny Horse is going to have almost a 10-second lead over Hollingsworth.
I'll tell you, Johnson has that thing on rails because he's catching up the guys who just got fresh tires, and his tires are about 6-7 laps older. He's got this place figured out.
I mean, I never want to lose a driver, but all you teams out there, if you need a driver for Charlotte in an A-Cup car, Tiny Horse is your man.
Yeah, so he's got a 8.5 second lead on Hollingsworth after that round of pit stops. You know, things that can be concerning and work in Hollingsworth's favor is that he, and looking at Hollingsworth's car, that back spoiler is damaged. But, you know, Hollingsworth went in like lap 63. So if he can build on that next, he may have enough where he don't have to take that last pit stop. But we know for sure that Johnson, if it's going to fall in 60s, is going to have that last stop. But a caution changes everything, so we've been caution free here, 70 laps.
Hadgel got a big run off it too. He's going around the mouse. He's going to take over that 6th spot.
Yeah, your concession worker's making fun of you. She said she's faster than Charlotte.
To be a one-track pony.
Oh. Ouch. She gonna come back out and dump your popcorn on your head.
Pew pew, shots fired.
So unplug your computer. The hatch will makes a move inside of the one to take that spot away. Or no, I'm wrong. The one made a move on the inside of Spital to take the spot away. Check in with Rob Jenkins here as he's running the apron right now. Don't know what he has going on, but he's slowed way down the backstretch. He's crawling onto the apron and going inside the wall here. Looks like.
I'm kind of looking here. Hollingsworth, he ain't trying to save any fuel because he's real tiny horse in about 2 seconds.
Riding on board here with Rob Jenkins, his car's shut off. He's trying to fire it up. His engine is silent.
And that's going to be a deal breaker there. That should bring a caution out if he doesn't tow.
So I don't know much about ignition problems, but the way he was pitting, he should definitely have enough fuel right now.
Yellow is out too, so we'll see how many come down for 4 tires, get that fuel top back off, and get the run to that.
Oh yeah, if they get the fuel now, they're gonna be good to go for one more stop. But that big lead just shrunk. Rob's hitting the starter trying to get this thing back to pit road. So Ryan Johnson's looks like his big lead's gonna evaporate here as he's led 32 laps. So kind of an odd thing here. I think Rob disconnected.
We will go with that. And it looks like everyone's going to come down pit lane.
Yes.
Would you attempt 2 tires here?
No. Not with this group, I don't think I would.
Yeah, and it looks like no one's gonna try it.
Here comes the 89. He tried it. I think the 89 would have had to, because he was pretty far back in the field. And man, there's 3 wide off the pit road there.
Man, how about Tiny Horse tonight? He is on his game.
Yeah, so the pallet come off in second, and I'm thinking he probably took 2 tires because he came onto pit road running like 8th or 9th. And Hollingsworth's going to come off 3rd, and it looks like maybe Hollingsworth's got some damage repaired on the back of his machine.
I would think possibly Hatchell did too. Because he was way back there with Shane, and he's now up there in 4th.
Yeah, Gemmel had a big jump. So, I mean, I just don't think as fast as laps as these guys are running that's probably a good idea. But we're going to find out. I mean, some guys do like, obviously, 63. I mean, they have 17, 18 laps on a lot of these left sides. The rights definitely wear out. And sometimes if you have wore out left tires, it helps the car slide through the corner a little bit for a while. So it's going to make an interesting little run here to our next caution, or our next pit stop.
Alright, guys. If you have your wife, your daughter, your girlfriend, heck, your ex-girlfriend, and they're giving you a hard time about the amount of time you put in your sim, here's the chance to give them a shot at it. Tell them to join on Facebook, iRacing Wives. They're going to be running 50 laps right here at Charlotte. Fixed setups. Looks like 8 p.m. Eastern Time. They're going to get racing. 2 laps of qualifying, heat races, and the 50 lap feature. Small little $2 entry fee. Top 3 will earn money. 30 of you women will be starting the race. That'll be Friday, June 12th, and that's Saturday, June 13th. So get your significant others in there, get them racing, and who knows, you may be buying a second sim for them.
That sounds pretty exciting. We'll put that, put a banner up or something on the Checkerfly Network page, so if you're interested in running that, there'll be some info on there.
And after you sign them up for that, maybe go over there to, I'm gonna slaughter, I can't do it, I gotta look.
Okay, we're gonna go back to green here. Oh, Brad's stroking out. Pace car's off. The green flag's out. And Ryan Johnson gets a big old jump.
See, I didn't want to slaughter. After you sign them up, get over there to Lucinda's sleek and unique VIP color strip nail strips. And buy them something pretty for their nails, too.
Ooh, the 89 almost gets to the back of the 38, making a run on the inside. And he gets a little bit speed loss, and Hatchell's going to work on the inside of him. And we haven't had him packed up this tight since our opening 30 laps.
And Shane's fighting back really hard on the high side. He's going to make Seth earn it.
Almost touch right there. And the 89's into the wall a little bit, and Hollingsworth's going to pass him on the inside as he gives Hatchell a shot down the straightaway.
Right now, all these regulars are going, I don't care who wins it, just don't let the new guy win.
As Hatchell's going to peek to the inside here at Johnson and going to take that lead back, and Hollingsworth's going to follow him through, and Hollingsworth!
Oh, they touch!
Oh, man.
Johnson up through the field, he gets smoked head on. And it looks like our points leader's caught up in there too.
Yeah, we got a lot of cars damaged in that mess. Nice. Cars are a little slick on fresh tires. And, Hollingsworth does have some damage on the back of his car, so he probably wasn't 100% downforce, but oof. Try to take a look and see what happened here.
Mama Horse, if you're watching, bust out the ice pack. Tiny Horse is going to be bruised and battered.
Yeah, Hollingsworth gets a run, and it kind of almost looks like maybe just a racing deal type thing. Trying to get a better look here. Johnson gets high here, and Hollingsworth tries to follow through. And it just looked like maybe the 97 just drifted up and just touched the quarter of Johnson, and then Brad mentioned Johnson shoots back up the track and gets smoked. So here's another angle of the full. Yeah. Had a carnage all over. Brandy's night's about done. The front end's missing on that. Hollingsworth's night's done. I'm assuming Johnson's night's going to be done. I didn't get a good look in front of his car. Hatchell's going to walk away with the lead on that. Just kind of trying to everybody pitted. So got some torn up cars, and Johnson's night's done. He's sitting on pit road. So Jeff Sharp's going to fall into second. Trevarton is showing third. I know he got a piece of that accident, but his nose looks clean actually. Scott Kidd going to fall into that 4th spot. Ron Hollifield in 5th. Speidel in 6th. Brad Hicks in 7th. Jane Papala in 8th. Davidson's on pit road getting damage fixed. Mark Jenkins, 10th. James Dewar in 13th. Little front end damage. Hollingsworth still on pit road. Noda, 13th, and I believe he'll probably get the lucky dog here. He didn't already get it. For the wave around. So a little incident between the 97-38, both contenders for the most part of this race. Both taken out of convention after they get together coming off turn 4. And we're going to reset and get going probably lap 90, 91.
Hollingsworth, he's back out on the track. First car 1 lap down.
Yeah, he'll slide down in that lucky dog position.
Our points leader, not so lucky. He's still sitting there on pit lane.
Yeah, collected up in the backside of that, so not a good point tonight. But he's been cushion coming in.
It does like Tiny Horse. Looks like he turned off the grill. The ribs are ready.
All right, back to green after Hollingsworth got into the 38 and brought out our caution. And we're going green here, lap 90.
Agile, huge jump there. I think Sharp heard ribs. He was looking around for the cookout. You see who's sitting there in 5th? The mouse is sneaking back in.
Yes, slid up into that 5th spot. And 89 starting to work on the inside of him. Gonna take away that spot for 5th.
Well, the only 2 cars that I thought had a shot to beat Hatchell, they're now out of it. Does any of the other guys have a shot to go get them?
Yeah, I mean, Tremartin hasn't ran up front all night, but, you know, he's always kind of fast here. at these tight tracks. And here he goes, tried to make a move on the inside. And, you know, from the first run, you know, Hatchell was pretty fast that first 30 laps, and then after that, he kind of would run up front and kind of fall off pretty quick, you know, 8-10 laps into the run. And I don't know. You see here is Trevarton's fighting him on the inside for the lead.
We got a heck of a battle shaping up there for third.
Yeah, Holofield gets away from the 89, and he's on the inside of the 49 as Sharp trying to take it away as Sharp brushes the wall a little bit. They're coming off 4. Trevarton falls back in behind Hatchell. Spidle's all over the back of 89 going down the front stretch. Top 6 here, nose to tail, all within less than a second of each other, 0.8 of a second. Looking down through the field, you know, Cray went off earlier. Rob Jenkins had an issue. Ryan Johnson, all 3 of them was very strong throughout the whole part of the race they was in. They're all off. Disconnected now, so kind of the way it's gone with this series. You know, we get guys racing hard against each other, and you know. Then all of a sudden, you know, you lose 2 or 3 contenders, and new guys step up. And you know, the new guys stepping up is Trevarton, who ran mid to backpack most of the time at the beginning of the race. And the 89, you know, he's up contending. Jeff Sharp's now moved up into the 6th spot, contending. And
hey, don't count out Ron there with Old Guys Rule running 3rd.
Yeah, he's been running up, you know, top 5, top 6 the whole race. He's going to get a nose on Trevarton here going into 1. Take away that 2nd spot.
He was super strong last week in the All-Star race, too, so. I may be wrong, but I think he actually won the 2nd segment.
Reached the back of the 8 car.
Yeah, and Gemmel's back out there finally.
Yeah, 12 laps down and 14th. I didn't bring up the points tonight. I'll bring it up now and shrink it down so I can go over the points while we're, I'll shrink it down. Yes, I won't. anyways, there's your points. Gemmel had a 18-point lead going into this, and Shane Papalo had 18. He was 18 behind. A good points night for Shane. And Hollingsworth, he was 24 out and showing right now 12th. And Brad Hicks in the 86th, sitting in 10th, so he might pick up some points. He was 28 back from the leader. Michael Trevarton sitting 5th, 43 points back, so there's going to be a little point shake-up here tonight. Speidel sitting 6th. Gainforth is not here tonight. He's sitting 7th. Zada sitting 8th. Jeff Sharp in 9th, and Rob Jenkins rounds out the top 10 in points.
Yeah, we'll definitely see a little bit of moving around there in points, but I don't think it'll be anything big.
Nah, the only real change probably would jump, I mean, if Shane led some laps and won, he may get real close to Gemmel, but I'm not sure he's going to pass him. He might be within a point plus or minus right in there. I don't exactly know how their point system works.
Oh, look at the mouse. He's got her up on the high side, digging for that cheddar to go get in the podium.
One car's got about a 2-car lengths behind Gabe. He's trying to wind him in. And
Ron's stopping off. Seth's dropping off.
Boy, Seth hit pit road fast.
Yeah, that's going to be questionable.
Yeah, we'll see what Seth does, because, I mean, he is carrying a ton of speed. Kind of almost like he was looking in the mirror to see what the second place car was doing and then decided to do it. Well, he's got tires and he's off. So no penalty, but I bet he was pushing every limit there was. And them V-speed guys, they do know how to get in the pit road and off really good. I've seen that multiple times. Speidel was the next lap, and Speidel's on the inside wall, and he has got damage all over his car.
And I thought the mouse was going to steal one.
Yeah, he comes off pit road and it gets past there, and you want to get back up to speed as fast as you can, and he kind of just loses the rear end of it. And actually, I'm just going to throw out there, he hit a barrel the other end of pit road.
Uh-huh.
So we'll probably count that.
I approve that message.
Yeah, he's got definitely right rear quarter damage, pretty heavy.
Demo, it looks like he's going to run the roval.
Yeah, kind of just an oddball night for him. Falling way back early, and I'm guessing he's out of fuel. And I am correct because I'm on board, and his engine is quiet. He's only in the middle of the backstretch.
We'll see if his teammate comes down and pushes him around.
I'm wondering if we ain't got the same thing that happened with Rob here. If he can make it back around, or it's going to throw a caution him being down there.
His teammate threw out the oar and said, "You row."
And he's below the yellow line, so I think if he did stop, he's not going to out of caution.
It will if he doesn't tow.
He's made it back to pit road, so he's across the yellow line. He's still got a way to go to make it to his pit, but he's 16 laps down right now. Right now, your leader showing is Mark Jenkins, the 33. I'm showing he has 4 pit stops. And I'm showing Brad Hickson second, and it shows that Brad took his 5th pit stop, so he may be good to go here. Seth Hatchell's behind him. I'll take that back. I don't believe Hicks has pitted because he's running 31 threes and Hatchell's running 29 sixes. So he must have just been saving fuel.
Here comes Mark as we speak, and Brad's gonna follow him in.
That'll hand the lead back over to Hatchell. After we cycle through here. Barton shows in second, and Ron Holifield in the one showing third. Barton's only 1.8 seconds back. Holifield's right behind him, so nobody got too huge of an advantage here on these round of pit stops.
Well, I mean, Hatchell did open that up to a 2-second lead.
Yeah, he definitely gained time entering pit road because he went in a lot faster than anybody else could have.
The Hatchell's coming up on some heavy lap traffic right now.
The report on Rob Jenkins is his car engine expired. So that's what put him out of the race 47 laps ago.
Is it a Ford?
Probably. No.
No? Alright.
It's a Chevy. Martin working on the 89. Lap down. 2 laps down. While Hatchel's up front with a 1.7 cushion and clean air. And we're working lap 124 of 130.
Well, I set it at the midway point. It looks like nobody has anything for Hatchel.
No, he's got it on rails here. He's going around the start lap 129.
Oh! Trevarthen and Hollyfield! Boom! In the wall. Trevarthen gets smoked!
White flag was not in the air yet. See what happened.
Coming off of 2, about middle of the backstretch.
Yeah, Trevarthen started getting loose and Holyfield closed in on him real quick, and yeah, boy, he got smoked by the car of James Doerr. Man, that's almost ready to take the white flag. And we're going to go into overtime here. So this should be interesting. Actually, I kind of had this in the Cup Series. Are you going to pit here, or are you going to...
Hatchel came down.
Oh, did he? Oh, I'm behind because I was watching a replay. So Hatchell came down. Sharp stayed out. Scott Kidd stayed out. Let's see how this shakes through.
Looks like everyone else came down though. I'm talking about a never give up attitude. Paul Zoda's gonna get the waiver round along with Shane Papala. Zoda throws a little fake there. Looks like Hollingsworth's gonna come back down. Maybe get a little more damage repaired to try to pick up as many spots as he can. Try to run you through here quick. Jeff Sharp, he's going to be taking the green flag here with the green-white checkered. Scott Kidd's going to be in second. Seth Hatchell, the most dominating car of the night, he's going to be in third. Kurt Davidson, he's been pretty quiet but up front most of the night. He's going to be in fourth. Brad Hicks in fifth. Looks like Brad the Mouse Spidell's gonna be in sixth.
Yeah, Hollingsworth got his way worked back into that top 7. Trevarton's grilling on the pit lane.
And this is going to be an interesting restart here.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, the field has pretty much shrunk down to 2, 4, 6, 7 cars.
Like the all-star race all over again. Now, I don't want to jinx anything here, but Hatchell is praying Sharp doesn't spin those tires.
Yeah, that's something he's gonna have to be very careful with. She's starting second here, and you can lose your grip real quick. If you start in third, you get ran over. So he's gonna have to hug that bottom and just pin it down there. And protect the bottom. Not let Hatchell get the run. That's about the only prayer he has, I think.
Here we go. Pace cars off. 7 cars on the lead lap. Who's going to come home with the win?
There's the run. Hatchell's going to get a nose underneath a Sharp. And we're going 3 wide into 1. And Davison's going to get a dive on the inside here.
Oh, he's going to get turned. Does he save it? He does.
It.
Soda hammers him. He's in the wall flipping. No caution yet. We're still green.
Hatchell gets a big run. And Kid's going to get underneath Sharp here. Take away that second spot as we got the white flag in the air with Hatchell. We got a big lead. And look how Hollingsworth is. That Hollingsworth at third.
Can the Kid hold off Hollingsworth? It don't matter. Here comes 6.
Hatchell's across the line for the win.
The Kid doesn't get the run.
Hicks is going to take second, and Kid's going to fall into that third spot. Whew! Hollingsworth, though, battles back to 4th. So, man, he brought it together, kept it clean, and ended up with a top 5. It helps him. Seth Hatchell in the V-Speed 8 machine's going to take your win tonight. Brad Hicks is going to keep it clean to come in 7th.
I'm searching everywhere here. I can't find Scott Kidd anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think that he's been on here before when we've finished up. But let's go ahead and just bring in Brad Hicks and interview Seth here, as I have kind of an issue pop up I have to get taken care of. So we're going to bring Brad Hicks into the booth.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Brad Hicks, you got a copy? It's Taz and JC in the booth.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, you hung on, kept it clean, and come home with that second place finish. It's pretty exciting there. Last restart.
I just got lucky there.
Oh man, that's no luck coming home on a podium with this group of guys. You just kept her clean all night, put the car where it needed to be, and it paid off for you.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out. Move on to the next one.
Yeah, man, actually, it's going to be a really good points night for you. You sitting in the 4th spot, and some people in front of you had 2 issues, so you're going to tighten it up here a little bit, and going into the last little jog of the season. And anybody you want to thank tonight?
All you guys forecasting, I'll be all race with. It's fun.
All right, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week, and we head off to Kansas. So that'll be a pretty fun track, and we'll look forward to seeing you there, Brad. Take care and stay safe this week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
Grab our winner, Seth Hatchell, in the 8 machine. Bring him in.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey Seth, JC, and Taz here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, man, you were the class of the show tonight. Started off strong on the pole, ran away in that first set of run, and then you kind of fell back a little bit and fought your way back up and had a dominating car the last half.
Yeah, it was real fun to drive. It tightened up a lot, especially over the later part of the race. I wasn't really expecting that. That first part where I fell back, I just screwed up real bad and stayed out a lap longer than I should have and pitted and ran out of fuel coming into my box. And you don't really realize how much you rely on the engine slowing you down coming to the box. So I slid through my box then, and then of course had trouble restarting it and backing up into my box. So that's how I lost all that time. Got that caution later, really put me back into things, and then things sort of went crazy from there. I just happened to stay out of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, good. It's a good run, and man, it was kind of one of them deals, almost like the Cup race the other night. You know, the leader's going to come, but how many's actually going to follow him? And the most of them followed you, but it made for a super exciting restart. It's good to see you back here in Victory Lane in the SOMO series on Checker Flag Network.
Yeah, it's great to be here. I got really lucky on that last caution. It was exactly like the cup race stuff because I knew somebody was going to do what I wasn't going to do because that's exactly what I would have done. That was probably the greatest restart I've ever gone in my life. Being able to get inside of Jeff there going into one, I was going to be happy getting inside him on the backstretch, but to get inside of him there that quick, I was really happy with that.
Yeah, it made for some exciting stuff, and just a pretty good beginning of the race. The middle kind of mellowed out. The first 30 laps was real exciting with a bunch of you guys up there all battling for that spot, running too deep for many laps, and led 61 laps of the 135. Pretty dominant, and a couple 3 or 4 guys that ran up front, got in little skirmishes and wiped out, and hey, just the way this race goes. It's the way Charlotte always goes, and ended up on top, man. So congratulations. Anybody you want to thank this week?
Yeah, I got to thank you guys for doing a great job with the broadcast. I love sending people to go watch them, other series and whatnot. You guys do a fantastic job. Got to thank SOMO, all the sponsors of this league, all the admins that put this stuff on, drivers for such a good race, and my team V-Speed.
All right, we look forward to seeing you here in the future. Take care and stay safe this week.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
User was moved
All right,
out
there's
of your
Seth
channel.
Hatchell. Here's your top 10 on the board. And we're going to hit the race summary here. 135 laps, 19 lead changes, 3 cautions, and lots of good side-by-side racing. And, it was about everything we expected for the night. Here's your final results. Wow, I got a lot of stuff on the screen. Final overall results. Hatchell, Hicks, Kidd, Hollingworth, Sharp, Speidel, Opala, Thada finishes 8th, Barton in 11th, Bert Davidson. Everybody back on air. Sunday night, we're going to go Bristol racing with the GameWorks series. So tune in, and the link will be up on Check Flight Network soon. To get involved in that, the link to get involved in that will be on the Check Flight Network also. Everybody, you guys have a safe week and take care.